What's Papa T Subs and T Squad? So y'all check this out. I don't know what in the hell 2023 and niggas got going on, but y'all need to get y'all like. Let me tell y'all what just happened to me, girl. This ain't even got nothing to do with why we here. So and see, I ain't even finna throw this nigga all the way up under the bus because I known him since high school or whatever, and for the most part, he pretty cool. But this the shit I don't like. Don't hit me up asking me, are we cool or are we this or are we that, making me think like we got beef or something. And I'm like, nah, we cool, we good. Like, what's T? What you mean? Then you want to turn around and ask me for some damn money, and then want to compound it even more by saying, and don't say that you ain't got this or that you broke it. Da 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 da. Bitch, I ain't saying a motherfucking thing because I ain't need to respond back. Like, you not my man. We not fucking. We ain't doing none of that. Like, the nerve. Niggas in 2023, niggas in 2023, go find your life. I look, we cool and everything, and I know you since Phoebus and whatnot, but don't overstep yourself. Don't ever step your damn boundaries. Grown ass people ain't got to do y'all know a thing for y'all. Y'all need to get it together. I'm doing all this cussing, ain't even a 2 minute mark yet, but that really just peed me off. I was wondering why he was FaceTiming me and everything 6:30 in the damn morning. And I'm like, what the. Like he calling me doing trade hours. That's why I was gonna answer because I thought it was trade until I figured out it was that. Look, and I saw his black ass face on my phone. I said at 6:30 in the morning, nigga, I know you lying. I'll talk to you doing normal business hours, and that I just did that then, and he came with all that foolishness. Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest right quick. I might do another video about that because y'all be overstepping boundaries, like especially with dudes that you ain't even hunching on. Like, ain't no way you got a big ass dick between your legs and you run around here hollering you broke. You better go and sell it. Anywho, get into what we here to talk. Get into what we here to talk about. I had to get that off my chest. So a lot of y'all have been bugging me and pestering me and pestering me and harassing me and haranguing me about getting back on Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup, um, Life After Lockup, all that. And y'all know I have stopped during the previous season that Deontay was on because as much as I love Deontay and as much as he always shouts me out and we follow each other, y'all know that's my boo. I live for Deontay. But not even for him could I sit up and go through last season because it was just tiring. So many of y'all was telling me how this season was so much better. Oh, T, I understand why you ain't want to do it last season, but this season, this season right here, T, this season right here, bitch. So I said, all right, I'm not doing much of anything. I'm not doing much reality TV show right now. And so I said, all right, I mean, what's the harm in picking it back up? I ain't doing that no way. And this episode, I mean, it wasn't horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't rushing it to be over and nothing like that, but it did have a lot going on considering I'm just picking it back up and considering it is some new folks up here, some new faces with some new storylines that I never met before. So if I don't have the backstory on some things, this is my first time watching and reviewing this since last season. So just get me together in the comments and we'll have this thing in the swing. So Love After Lockup. This is season 4, episode 14, Ditched and Dismissed. So Justine and Michael. Don't know them, don't know nothing about them. Y'all know the last time I stopped, it was dealing with Deontay and hoe ass Brittany and my boo Ray and all of them. So these folk, I don't really know them like that other than Gabby, or we gonna get on her ass. But we gonna get on Gabby. Gabby the new Brittany. Oh, we finna read or we gonna read her ass down. Don't worry about it. We gonna get that. But Justine and Michael, I don't know. Justine kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit because she reminds me of Gabby. She looks listen, Justine give me a cross of Gabby and Tammy, Waka Flocka ex-wife. That's what she kind of remind me of. But anywho, um I'm assuming they're married already, and he just got out. Michael just got out, and they was having some type of cookout in the park for him or whatever the case may be. His family and friends and his churn. Well, I think he got a daughter. I know he has a daughter. I don't know if that's his only child, but I think it was the only one that they talked about up here on this particular episode. Again, this is my first time watching this season since last. So if I got it wrong, just give me together in the comments. Um, or whatnot. But the wife, Justine, she has a daughter or two. Actually, I think she got about 2, 3 kids. For what I saw, I could be wrong. Give me together in the comments. Anywho's Michael's daughter, I think she's about like 15, 16. She wants to get a tattoo or a belly button piercing or whatever the case may be. And I guess she asked Justine about it, and Justine said, yeah, it was cool. But then no. I think first she went to Michael's mom, who is her grandma. And the grandma is a grandma. She like, absolutely not. Hell no. You way too young to be getting tattoos and body piercings and so on and so forth. And I do agree with that because I was raised Southern. I do agree with that. That's just me. And so I guess the daughter went to Justine, and Justine, instead of being a parent, wants to be a friend. That's the way that I look at it. Because she allowed her daughter to get one. She thinks it's okay and it's so cool to allow other, teenage girls or whatever the case may be to get one and so on and so on. So the mama came to talk to her about it. They got into a small little squabble about it and all the rest of this stuff. The grandmama want to run every damn thing, and that I don't like that, especially if they're married. It's you ain't got nothing to do with what's going on around there. Now, as far as it comes to the little girl, my personal opinion, if it was my daughter, absolutely not. Like I don't see what the hell a teenage little girl need to be walking around here with a whole bunch of tattoos and nipple piercing and nose piercings and tongue piercings and lip piercings and all that type of stuff. Like I my parenting, when you turn 18 and you make your own money, you can do whatever the hell you want to do with your body. But 17 and older, you belong to me. And I said, hell no. All right. That's the way that I look at it. Now, some people can say that, the mama was overstepping her boundaries because they're married. But quiet as it's kept, where is this little girl mama? That's what I want to know. Little girl, where is your mama? That's what you need to go and do. We need to find out where this little girl mama at. I need that little girl mama in my courtroom right now, and this is gonna settle all of that. If her mama say it's okay, then the grandmama ain't got nothing to say, neither do the wife. If the biological mama say hell no, she not getting that till she turn 18, and I said what I said now. Forget what the grandmama said and forget what the wife say. Like I'm just saying, quiet as it's kept, Michael. Why couldn't she come to you and ask you for that? You the damn daddy. You the pappy. It's whatever you say. Now, if you turn around and agree with Justine and be like, well, yeah, you could, or if she came to you and you be like, yeah, you can get one, blah, 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 then there's nothing nobody can say, not even your mama. You the daddy. But I don't know. Y'all give me together in the comments about Justine and Michael. The verdict is still out on Justine. I ain't got no problem with Justine. I don't, because I do understand her frustrations when it came to the mama, and we're gonna get to that when we get there. So Monique and Derek, watch out for the big girls. Hey, watch out for the big girls. Hey, watch out for the big girls. Hey, child. Monique, I'm gonna leave you alone, baby. Shout out to Monique, honey. Look, Monique is big, thick, and beautiful, baby, and I live for it. Listen, I'm all down for my big sisters. Do what you got to do. Big sisters need love too. And shout out to her man, Michael, who just got out the joint. I personally felt like he just using you for your money and what you can do for him. I personally feel like you suit and tickle his fancy for right now. But how flashy he is and how he moves about in these streets, and I could tell that about him already. I'm trying because I don't want to say nothing about the way, because I think Monique is cool people, and I'm sticking with my big girls. Okay, us big girls gotta stick together, bitch. So I ain't gonna give her too much, but I think you might want to rethink this whole situation, sis. I'm gonna be honest. And Michael, it's no shade. I think you real handsome and all that good stuff, but do I really believe that you value her in the way that you should and you gonna continue to? And do I think that you finna ride with her till the wheels fall off? I almost said put a saddle on her back, but I ain't gonna do that because I like Monique. But do I think you finna do all that with her? No, I don't, Michael. I'm just gonna be honest, especially because you run around here getting phone calls from some unknown woman that want to meet you, and you just found that out like 5 minutes before the whole confessional thing happened. Michael, stop it. Okay, stop it. That shit work on Monique, but that shit ain't gonna work on me. Get out of. You better be glad Monique ain't my friend. Okay, because you would not last long around here. You don't need to last long anyway. You running around here talking all this shit about your sex life, but she rated it a 7 because you don't even do foreplay like that. Whatever. So Gabby and Chris. Fuck Gabby. I don't like her. I don't like Gabby at all. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like a damn thing about Gabby. There is nothing about Gabby that is real, that's cute, that's genuine, that, any man will want to be with, that any father will want their son to marry, any mother will want their son to marry. Like, nothing about Gabby tickles my fancy at all. Um, Look, in my opinion, she a dumb bitch, and Chris is looking for a bottom bitch. That's really what I think. Because see, Chris wants to get up here and play all subdued, and y'all know how them Brooklyn niggas do. That's why I don't trust him. He's sitting around there. Oh, I'm gonna rock with her because she been rocking with me, and I gotta meet her halfway. And oh, she's such a good person. Y'all don't understand. Ugh, kill that damn noise. Moving on. Nathan and Skylar. I don't know them. Again, a new couple. Gabby and Chris, I know, unfortunately, but this new couple, Nathan and Skylar. So Skylar just getting out. I don't really know what Skylar did. Don't care. The only thing I know from Skylar is, and I could tell about her mama. She came from a real bourgeois ass family and all of the rest of this stuff. And she talked about how she was sheltered all her life, and then she started smoking weed at 14, and it went downhill from there. Um, I get it. I got a lot. I grew up in church, so I have a lot of friends that were sheltered and were wild as way more wild than what I was. A lot of the stuff that they was doing, girl, I wouldn't dare do. Still, as a grown ass adult, I still wouldn't have done it. But her story makes a lot of sense because I have a lot. I got a lot of friends that went through that, so I get it. So Skylar missed curfew messing around with Nathan, and then that's what made her get locked back up. I don't know how long they locked her back up for, but they locked her back up for a while, and now she's getting back out. And the mama wants to blame that on Nathan. Mama, I hear you, but your daughter is grown. The same way Nathan knew that she had a curfew, so did your damn daughter. Shit, your daughter the prisoner, not Nathan. She know better than anybody about what time she should have been back. And at the end of the day, I mean, ain't nobody finna baby her. She grown. I mean, I hear you, but I mean, you got to lay a lot of that on your daughter because she's just as grown as Nathan is. Be clear. And another thing, your listen. Because y'all know I'm so petty. I catch everything. So Skylar was in her confessionals talking about how she comes from a multi-million-dollar subdivision and all that stuff. But all of the clothes your mama bought you was from TJ Maxx. Now don't get me wrong. I ain't saying that there's anything wrong with being a Max Denisa. I'm a Max Denisa, but see, I'm on a nurses and YouTube salary. So TJ Maxx, Ross, home goods and all that stuff, like that's for common folk like me, not motherfuckers that's proclaiming to live in a multi-million-dollar subdivision and the only thing that your mama can bring you is some damn TJ Maxx shit. No God. Like like damn, she couldn't have went to Macy's, Journeys, JC Penney's, Centon, Forever 21, Olive Olay, Centon, I guess though, look, I ain't nothing wrong with being a Maxinista. Like I said, I'm one, but I also don't live in a multi-million-dollar subdivision. But whatever. Moving on. Monique and Derek. Okay, shout out to Monique. Shout out to Monique, honey. Monique came up in there, all that white I lived for, and that's all I'm gonna say because I was gonna say something else, but I ain't even finna do Monique like that. Um, and of course, Derek looked real good. Like, I mean, hey, Derek looked real good. I ain't even gonna hold him. Like, there he do. Y'all want to know who Derek remind me of? Derek looks like I want to say a 30% more cuter Carry On Franklin. That's who he looked like. He gives me a 30% more cuter Carry On Franklin, especially when he wear his glasses and he got his braids, down or whatever the case. Because I kept looking at him like, you remind me of somebody that I know. And it came to me at the end of this. He give me a 30% more cuter Carry On Franklin. If y'all agree with me, drop it in the comments. If not, tell me the Hirsch. So while they at dinner, Derek talked about something that he want to go to the casino. Now, according to Monique, she was saying like in his past, he used to go to like the casinos a lot. And I don't know if he won or not. I'm starting to think he lost his shirt because of the way that she was just dead set on him not going to the casino. I feel like she's trying to have his best interest at heart. For me, Derek is a flashy person. Derek reminds me a lot of the fake ass Bishop Whitehead that's running around here. He's defined by that 30,000 Cartier watch, and he's defined by the clothes that he has and the shoes on his feet, and the glasses that that defines him, not who he is on the inside as a man. Um, but whatever, Derek, whatever get your rock off, friend. I ain't finna give you too much because shit, I want to fuck you too. Anywho, Eris and Cameron. I'm like, I ain't got no notes. Eris and Cameron. First of all, Eris is absolutely gorgeous. Okay, Eris is absolutely gorgeous. Shout out to her. Cameron, he not. Cameron is fuckable. Now he's not dateable. Damn sure not marryable. I wouldn't put no lifetime expectations. I wouldn't do none of that. None of that with Cameron. The most Cameron could get from me is my coochie, and that's it. But for whatever reason, Eris seems to like him. He say he a local. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm about to get real again. If you over 30, I ain't even giving you 30. If you over the age of 25, still run around here hotlling that you a local rapper and you doing this and you doing that. Cameron, I'm gonna need for you to get a job, friend. Okay? Cameron, I'm gonna need for you to get a job, friend. All right. I job doing what? I don't know. Maybe you could start your OnlyFans. Like I said, you fuckable. But I mean, you say you do music. I ain't never heard nothing. So I mean, I can't say whether you do or you don't. But you look my damn age, still talking about breaking it in the industry, and it's just like whatever. So he's talking about how he finna do this real big video shoot. And it's about to be girls shaking ass and shaking titties and licking all over each other and so and so and so. And of course, Aries got a problem with it. And I do too. My thing is, why does it gotta be all that if you got talent? See, niggas with real talent, they could just get by with their talent. They ain't got to have all the extra yada yada to make the video. First of all, fuck your video. I want to hear your bars. That's what's gonna interest me, not the video. Like the video days is over with. Like that's back when Hype Williams and all of them was at the rise. That shit dead. What your bars looking like? Fuck that video. I was on air side. Moving on. Nathan and Skylar. So Nathan being insecure about whether she with him for all of the right reasons or whatever the case. And it's just like, I mean, we really can say the same thing for you, Nathan, because you did get up here and say that y'all was brought up on two totally different sides of the tracks, that you grew up toe up and janky and didn't have much, and you was just shocked at how she had it all and met you where you was and all that stuff. So I mean, I hear you, but people can say the same thing about you and why you really with this. I'm just saying, Nathan. Now I'm not giving you nothing because I don't know you. You know what I mean? But man, you seem like a real nice guy. I ain't trying to come down on you. And Skylar seemed like a nice girl too. She do, like, I mean, she not giving what Gabby giving. That's for damn sure. So it's like, I guess, but we gonna see. Um, Gabby and Chris getting out the halfway house, his mama Felicia and his brother meet around there. But where was Gabby? Nowhere to be found. After she done spent up all this man money buying renting that damn apartment that she claimed is she's such a rich fish, but yet everybody that lives in New Jersey told me that she lived in the inner city while all of the other crackheads and bums and prostitutes and all that shit roam around. That's another reason why I don't fool with Gabby. But my thing with Chris is like the way that she's treating you, Chris, is just fucked up. Especially after she basically spent half of your lawsuit money on her damn self. And she can't even answer the phone for you without getting an attitude. She all upset because you listen, women, y'all gonna get enough of trying to police who y'all man can or can't be friends with. Your man has the right to be friends with as many females as he wants to. And if you can't trust your man, that is a you problem. You need to go and figure out what's going on with that. Like, I have guy friends and I have female friends. I've never been with a nigga and he tell me you got too many guy friends. You don't need to do that. Uh-huh. Or you got too many homegirls or friends. You don't need to keep being a friends. What? Who does that? Like, whatever, Gabby. Like I say, Chris is a special kind of fool. I need to date Chris. I mean, if Chris giving it up like that, he's shelling out $60,000 to this bitch even before they was damn married. I mean, look. I mean, as much as I don't see it to Gabby, I can't even be mad with her for taking his ass to the cleaners because he's willing to get took. Moving on. Eris and Cameron. So they finally have sex, and then he talks about how he wants to marry her one day and all of this extra shit. And Eris, Eris is gorgeous. Like, she is absolutely gorgeous. I just hope you got brains to match your beauty. Moving on. So Monique and Derek. So girl, they go out to eat. Derek still talking about he want to go to the casino. This friend out of nowhere just pulls up. Some homeboy just so happened to be in the part of that. Listen, no shade to Derek's homeboy, but he looked real regular, way too regular to be up in that part of town where the restaurant was at. Because that restaurant looked high class fish. All right. That restaurant looked high class as hell. Bourgeois type stuff. You know what I'm saying? And if niggas is showing up, they showing up there because they got bread like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, your homeboy just looked so out of place. Like, you looked like you belong. You had on the Cartier watch and the Gucci's this and so and so and so. And Monique looked all good and her all white and wet and wavy down her hair. Like, y'all look like y'all belong. The gag is when your friend put up, I thought that you bought a goddamn eighth, an eighth from him, or a quarter or a half or something. Like, that's what I was thinking. Whatever. We'll get back to them in a minute. I ain't supposed to spend too much time on that. Nathan and Skylar. Nathan takes Skylar to his grandmama house. Now, I don't know if the grandmama still live there or whether she passed on and she just gifted him the house, or whether they put her ass in Shady Pines Retirement Village and now he owned the house. I don't know. But the house was really outdated. I ain't even gonna hold you. That the girl, the the the, the house still looked the way the house was built back in 1920. Like, child, we in 2023. Y'all ain't spruced that shit up yet. Gosh, I know that house about as haunted as a goddamn jack, child. I'd never go around there. So anywho, Monique and Derek finally leave the place. Monique get to crying because she gets upset that when he was leaving out, three more niggas popped up around there that obviously know him, that look like they don't belong in the neighborhood. And I hate to do that. I really do. I hate to do that to my black folk because we get enough of that already. But if y'all were to have seen it, y'all would totally understand where I'm coming from with that. Anywho, she get to crying and getting all upset and the woe is me's and the shoulda woulda couldas. That they go back to the hotel room and he trying to calm her down and say, hey, look, I just want to go and I want to party and I want to do this and I want to do that and so and so and so and I just got out, blah 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 blah. Basically guilting her into going. So then she finally get her ass up, throw back on her clothes with an attitude, and then they go off to the casino. I mean, Monique, if you're gonna have an attitude, you just should have stayed in your room and just let him do what he want to do. Because, like I say, you trying to put lifetime expectations on this from one big girl to one former big girl. Because I ain't there like that. You know, understand what I'm saying? But I once was. From one once was to a one is. Please, Monique, please. Moving on. So Justine and Michael. Justine and Michael, they lead a party or whatever the case may be, the cookout. And they come back home and she's doing the passive aggressive thing. Like she's acting as if she's upset with Michael because she doesn't really want to talk about it. But Michael is like, yeah, you my wife, but that's my mama, that's my sister, that's my daughter, that's my daddy. Like those are people that was like there, when stuff was going on. So it ain't no such thing as, well, then you just ain't gonna deal with them no more. Like y'all got to come to a resolution with that, Justine. Justine, listen, his daughter ain't yours biologically. All right. What you do with your biological daughter and what you allow her to do with her body, that is your business. All right. Now, when it comes to his daughter, I'm not saying that the way the mama went about it was right and the mama really don't run nothing around there. But I'm not going to act as if the mama was necessarily wrong either. Because again, I feel the same way. I do not feel no teenage little girl need to run around here with all type of belly rings and nose rings and facial piercings and tattoos and all of the rest of that stuff. Now, again, when she gets 18 years old, she's working on her own or whatever the case may be. And that's something that she wants. Can't nobody stop her. She's grown. She's legal to do whatever she wants to do with her body. But I just don't see the reasoning for a 16-year-old child, boy or girl, need to be walking around here with a whole bunch of belly rings and tattoos and all the rest of that stuff. Because a lot of the times, and I saw it happen, I had friends that I went to high school with that ran out, spent their first check on a tattoo, and they don't have a tattoo no more. Because they got older and realized they don't want all these tattoos. They don't want all these piercings. So that's why I say, cheering or want what they see everybody else do on the TV. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. Michael Mama, you was wrong as two left shoes for insinuating whatever you was trying to insinuate about Justine's daughter. All right? Now, just because she got tattooed or a piercing here and there, whatever the case may be, don't mean that she's a bad girl. Don't mean that she's running with a bad crowd. It don't mean none of that. See, that's what you was trying to insinuate. So I do understand Justine's feelings and where the hell she was coming from. But y'all need to work that out. Y'all do. Y'all need to work that out. But anyway, that's it, I think. Oh no, Gabby and Chris. Girl, Gabby left Chris' ass sitting outside the train station down in New Jersey. And Chris, that's what your slow ass get. You should have stayed your ass in Brooklyn with Mama Felicia and your brother. Because they ain't lied on that bitch. I don't like her at all, Chris. And I hope you see that because I know a lot of y'all be watching. She not good for you, Chris. And then you done ran out there and got married to her. Anywho, y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about last night's episode. And I'm going to keep this up. It solely depends on y'all and how y'all handle this review. Like it, share it, comment it. And if you want to, and if you haven't already, go on ahead and subscribe. We had these phone calls a lot. I'm about to go on ahead and enjoy the rest of my day because we do got the Love and Marriage Huntsville live tonight at, I set it for 9:15. So that's gonna be the next time y'all gonna see me. It's tonight at 9:15. Also, the live for Real Housewives of Potomac is already set, and we're gonna be back here tomorrow night at 10:15. Yeah, 10:15. Cause Scotty gonna go live first, then I'm going live. So yeah, that's it and that's all. I'm gone. Bye.